Welcome to Orange Star 2.
The learning intention for Orange Star 2 is to identify, construct and sort nets of 3D shapes. Your success criteria for this star are: I can construct a variety of 3D shape models, and I can use shape terminology to sort nets to their 3D shapes correctly. Let's begin with defining some of the terminology we'll be using during this video and the tasks on Orange Star 2's keynote. Shape properties refer to the physical attributes of a shape. The following items, faces, edges, and vertices, are shape properties for 3D shapes. A face refers to the individual surface that create a 3D shape. Edges refer to the line segments that join two faces or vertices together. A vertex refers to the place where two or more edges meet. In this star, we'll be exploring different 3D shapes and where we can see them in our real world. We will be identifying the shape properties of a cone, cylinder, cube, rectangular prism, sphere, and square-based pyramid. Basic examples of what these 3D shapes can look like. Have a look around the different 3D shapes and try to identify the 2D shapes that help create them. Here are some real-world examples of the 3D shapes we've been looking at during Orange Star. Let's focus on the square pyramid in the corner. The climbing frame, although doesn't have edges around the base of it, still can represent a square-based pyramid. As there is only one example for each 3D shape in real life, can you think of any others? Did you think of any of these images? For this slide, try and match the 3D shape names and the 3D shape real-world pictures together. Can you work out which 3D shape the tent is? Did you get them all correct? If you did, that's great. If you didn't, don't worry. This is why we're exploring 3D shapes through the Orange Star keynotes. 3D shapes in the real world need some imagination to identify what shape it actually is. Some examples include a house. The different rooms can be made up of different 3D shapes. We can divide the rooms with our minds to create 2D shapes. Then if we imagine each room in real life, we could see the different 3D shapes throughout the entire house. For example, when I look at the front room, I can see a long rectangular prism and a triangular base prism on its side, which makes up the front room in my head. It's your turn. What 3D shape would make up this pool? Try and see it in your head. The yellow rectangle might be able to help you around the outside of the pool. A rectangular prism would make up this pool. On to nets. Nets are what each 3D shape can be made from. They are a flattened representation of a 3D shape. Have a look around. What 3D shapes can you see in the image? Nets can be cut, folded and pasted together to form its 3D shape. Have you seen these nets before or made them? You will continue to explore nets throughout the keynote. However, let's test your understanding with this net here. I'd like you to try and identify which 3D shape this net would make. Have you seen this kind of shape before? Try and use your imagination to form the 3D shape. Now we have the 3D shape next to its net. Did you get it right? It's important to look at the different shapes that make up each net to try and imagine what type of 3D shape it will make. Looking at the circle at the top of this net would help you figure out that it would be a cone. And remember that we'll be exploring 3D shape properties, including faces, edges, and vertices. 3D shapes sometimes need a touch of imagination to make you see them, and nets are the foundation of a 3D shape. Make sure you've made some notes whilst watching this video. You now can continue on with the keynote and complete the tasks. Good luck!
Created using Powtoon.